views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take a fast train. Lonely days are gone, I'm a going home. Baby, just wrote me a letter. I don't care how much money I gotta spend. Got to get back to my baby again. Lonely days are gone, I'm a going home. Baby, just wrote me a letter.
Welcome to my TV show. This is Patty Hunter of Patty's Page. Today's special guest is Gary Talley of the Boxtops. Hey!
Hey everybody. Hey, all the world out there. Patty's
Hey.
World.
You are of the Boxtops. Now, that is a singing group. Hey.
Yep, you're right about that.
So, where were you born and raised, my friend?
In Memphis. I was born in Memphis. I was born in 1947 in Memphis. And my dad had just been back from World War II for a year and a half. And
Boom baby. You're a boom baby.
uh-huh.
So am I.
I'm one of the older baby boomers, I guess. I started the baby boom era. Anyway, yeah, I was born in Memphis, and my dad, when he got back from the war, went to work at the post office. So he was a letter carrier. And my mom, uh, at least when we were little, was a housewife. You know, she worked at home. And I had two brothers, and so she was pretty busy.
So when did you start getting interested in music with your family, your siblings, or?
Yeah, my mom played piano and sang, and my dad played guitar and harmonica and sang. And so they sang and played music together every day. So I was exposed to that, you know, from the day I was born. Well, it's the day I got back from the hospital anyway.
Sure. Very lively family.
Yeah.
So who mentored you as you were growing up? Like,
Well, at first I just listened to my mom and dad sing, and she played the piano in church, and my dad sang in the choir, and so I just listened to people sing, especially them, and I just learned how to sing harmony.
oh,
Before I learned how to play anything, I learned how to sing, and I could hear what harmony parts could work and all that. And so I developed my ear, and then I would get my dad's guitar and put it on my lap because I was too little to hold it, and I would just play like this with it laying on my
steel drum, steel guitar.
yeah, kind of. Anyway, and so then was uh, I listened to music, but I didn't really try to play the guitar properly until I was about, I don't know, 11 or 12 or something like that. Uh, you know, I really like to draw and I like to listen to music, and I would play baseball and, you know, do outside things and all that. But my dad showed me some chords on the guitar, and I just took it from there. I didn't have any formal lessons. I would just listen to music, and back then you had the records on a turntable,
Yeah.
and so you just put the needle on, and I would play along, and I would hear something and try to learn it, and I would just keep putting the needle back to that same spot over and over again until I got it right, and that's how I learned how to play. Really, that's how I learned how to play lead guitar.
It's like self-taught, really.
Yeah, I was basically self-taught. My dad got me started though. But
Mhm.
after I'd been playing for about 3 years, I was teaching my dad stuff. So I knew more than he did after not too long.
Mhm. Do you know how to read chords?
Yeah,
Who taught you that then? Did you teach yourself?
Yeah, I just taught myself. I bought
That's
books.
good. Why
I
go to
bought,
school?
huh?
Where'd you go to school as you were growing up?
Well, I went to elementary school, Sherwood Elementary, and what they call junior high. They call middle school now, I think. And then I went to high school at this place called Messick High School in Memphis, and a lot of other musicians happened to go to that same high school.
So did you start out uh, playing the only instrument like guitar? And do you do anything else? Play anything else? Ukulele or something?
Well, actually, my uncle had a ukulele, and I could play it because you play it the same way you do guitar. It's just smaller, and the names of the chords are different, but
And the fret is different.
not really. I mean, it's just smaller,
Yeah.
and it's got less strings. But the technique to, pressing down the strings and making the chord shapes it's the same. But before I got a guitar, I got a set of bongo drums,
Wow.
and I would play these red sparkle bongo drums, and I'd go to parties, and I would before I played guitar out in public, I'd play the bongo drums.
Do you still do the percussion in your
I don't anymore. I would like to. It's fun, but I don't really do it anymore.
Ah. So when did you first cut a record and how old were you?
19.
Mm,
Well, the first time I was in a recording studio was actually before that because there was a local Memphis TV show that was like an American Bandstand type show. It was called George Klein's Talent Party,
right.
and and so all the local Memphis bands would go in this studio called Sonic Studios and record a couple of songs and make it literally a tape, a reel to reel tape.
A demo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we take it and play it on the TV show and lip sync to the tape.
Oh, shoot.
So that was the first time I was in a studio, but and I was about 17 at that time. But I was 19 when we started the Boxtops and did the letter. When I joined the band, it was called the DeVilles.
DeVille's. Oh.
But after recording the letter, we discovered that we couldn't release a record under the name DeVilles because it already was trademarked.
Oh, yeah. So who
So we
came up
changed
with
the name to the Boxtops.
who brought up the name Boxtops? Is
I
it?
don't even remember. I
Oh,
mean,
shoot.
people ask me that, and I wish I had a good answer, but
Way far behind.
yeah, I don't even remember. I remember that our manager uh, would sign our checks with Roy McElwain, DBA, the Boxtops. Like so, he we thought he owned the name, which later we found out he didn't. But all those years we thought that he owned it and it was trademarked,
His
you
name.
know, under his name.
Well, when did you become yours? That Boxtops.
Oh,
You didn't own it?
we didn't own the name until 1997
Wow.
because we didn't that's when we found out that he hadn't trademarked it and somebody else did under under false pretenses. It was fraud. And so there was a band from New Jersey or somewhere that said they were the original Boxtops and they weren't, and they fraudulently got the trademark
Oh, shoot.
without offering any proof that they were the original band. So when we came along and found it, all we had to do was show proof that we were the original band with our names and pictures on everything. And so they awarded the trademark to us, and we could have sued them, but they didn't have any money, and we got them off the road because they were traveling around playing as the Boxtops and saying they were the Boxtops.
So
All
they were
three,
like a pirate group.
yeah. But anyway, so we got the name back legally in 1997.
So between when you first started out, uh, did you go straight out on tour after high school, or did you finish high school?
Yeah, I graduated from high school and then I went to Memphis State University, which is now the University of Memphis, and but it was called Memphis State. It was a state college, a state funded college at the
Mhm.
time, and so I graduated from high school in '65, and then in the fall of '65, I started going to Memphis State. So I went to Memphis State
Mhm.
the last half of '65, all of '66, and the first half of '67. And then I hadn't graduated yet, but I wasn't too far from it when it was time to hit the road with the box tops.
Where'd you go originally?
The first places we went were in the southeast, like Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, just rural in a way, right?
Yeah, just southern
Local.
area, and then Knoxville, Tennessee, Birmingham, and then we started. Then the letter was going up the charts, and then we started getting gigs all over the country.
Wow.
So I had to either go on tour or finish school, and I decided I was going to go on tour and see the country and make some money. And I never went back and got my degree.
Well, you still can take a night course.
Oh, I know. I know I can still do it.
How about how many were in the band? What were your bandmates' names?
Okay, it's always been a five-piece band from the very beginning.
Right.
And so Alex Chilton was the lead singer, and he was only 16 years old
Wow.
when we did the record. He was the youngest one in the band, and I was the oldest. I was 19, and the other guys were 17 and 18.
Good. Good.
And so it was Alex Chilton was the lead singer. Bill Cunningham, who's still with us, is the bass player,
Mhm.
and we all sang harmonies. And then Danny Smythe was the original drummer, and John Evans was the original keyboard player.
Right.
So me and Bill and Alex and John and Danny were the original members from 1967 all the way through the rest of 1967.
Yeah.
And then Danny and John quit
Mm.
because Danny, the drummer, well, everybody um, at that age knew they were going to get drafted because the Vietnam War was going on. So Danny went back to college to because he wanted to get an art degree, and he
Mhm.
also didn't want to get drafted. And so John Evans went ahead and joined the army, and he got stationed in Germany, so he didn't have to go to Vietnam either. But so we replaced John and Danny with Thomas Boggs on drums and Rick Allen on keyboards.
What genre is
But
what kind of genre or style of music is the Box Tops?
well, a lot of people call it blue-eyed soul. It's kind of got elements of like the Rascals and the Soul Survivors. They called it blue-eyed soul because it had some elements of R&B, but it was kind of pop, but it was kind of R&B. So I don't know.
What's Americana? Is that close to it?
No.
No. Okay, I
Well,
don't know.
so Americana kind of started out being like kind of folky country music, mostly acoustic. But now the Americana genre has widened up so much that it would include some of the old blues and R&B stuff because they don't know where to put it. So Americana is a wider genre now, just like rock is.
So it's like indie, uh, in a way.
Well, partly, yeah. I mean, it's not metal and it's not hard rock. It's just,
It's
and it's
it's
not
it's
pure
cool.
country.
It's cool, man.
I guess so.
I love your lyrics. Who wrote most of the songs in the
Well, a
box?
guy named Wayne Carson wrote The Letter. He wrote Soul Deep and he wrote Neon Rainbow. So he wrote several of our songs. And then our producer, Dan Penn,
Hmm.
and Spooner Oldham wrote Cry Like a Baby. And then we recorded a lot of songs that were written by Dan Penn.
He penned some music and words.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, his real name was Dan Pennington, but his,
Oh,
his music business name was Dan Penn, you know. So
that's right.
anyway, so there were a group of guys, probably five or six writers that were either based in Memphis or Muscle Shoals, Alabama, that wrote probably 80% of our songs. And at the very end, Alex started writing his own, and I started writing a little bit. And
Mhm.
but that was just on the last album that came out in 1969. So, but most of the stuff was written by these five or six guys.
So, did you write for other singers besides your own Boxtops band?
Not during the Boxtops, but
No.
later on,
Mm.
Alex wrote and I wrote other songs for other people.
Who are some of the people?
Well, I don't know about Alex. Well, Alex had a big hit by the Bangles,
Oh,
and then the songs that I wrote later were recorded by some blues artists like James Cotton and Kenny Neal and Carrie Bell
oh, heavy
and then
names.
huh
Heavy names.
yeah and I wrote some country songs that were recorded by Danny Davis and the Nashville Brass. And the best one that did the best was one by a guy named Keith Whitley, who had, he had a platinum album, sold a lot of records, but tragically he died
Hmm.
from drinking too much alcohol in one night. He died at the age of, gosh, I don't even think he was 50 yet. He was in his late 40s, I think.
I'm sorry. Oh,
Yeah, and so I've written songs since then that have been recorded by some people, but nobody. Well, the Boxtops, when we got back together in '97, we recorded one of my songs,
and
but that's the only one that we've ever done. I still have a lot of songs that I'm trying to get recorded by other people, but
yeah.
haven't lately.
Well, push, push, push. I was just going to say, you win any awards with your music at all?
Well,
Recognition.
going back to the early Boxtops, we were nominated for two Grammy Awards,
Mm.
Best New Vocal Group and Best Single Record or something like that. But we didn't win either one of them, but we were nominated. The Fifth Dimension actually won the ones that we were, they were our main competition, and they were on the same record label, on Bell Records.
Oh,
They won the awards that we were nominated for.
but you were mentioned.
Well, yeah, we
What
were
was
nominated, so we were in the top three or four. Uh, and then as a group, we got inducted into the Memphis Music Hall of Fame in 2018.
Yeah, yeah,
So that was good.
that was good. Yeah.
And as far as any awards, that's all I can think of.
Well, I think you guys spot on, spot on.
Thank
I
you.
enjoyed your music as I grew up listening to you guys. I'm not that much younger than you. Anyways, you are also teaching class. What is it?
Well, I teach guitar and I teach ukulele and I teach bass. mostly guitar, and I've
Mhm.
been teaching, and I teach a lot of songwriters in Nashville as well as, I mean, I've got little kids that I teach too, at any ages, but I teach mostly guitar, and I do it in person here, but I also do it on Zoom.
On Zoom, good, because people like me, I can't come to Nashville.
Yeah, well, I teach a lot of guitar lessons on Zoom,
Mhm.
and I used to do it on Skype when that was the big deal
Ah, the old days.
many years ago. That didn't always work that well. But anyway, yeah, so I do it on Zoom mostly, and I can do it on FaceTime also,
Mm,
but
good.
and they
So
can
you have
hear.
toured over the years, how many places? Just around
How
all
many
the place
places have I taught?
toured.
Toured.
Going back
Okay.
to the band when you got back
Well,
together.
to start off, I've played in all 50 states. I've played in every Canadian province, uh, even Labrador and the Yukon and
Oh
Northwest.
shoot, really?
Yeah, I've been in more of Canada than most Canadians have been.
It's like I've been everywhere, man.
It is kind of like, as far as North America, yeah, I've been all over the place, the U.S. and Canada, and I've been to Western Europe as far as touring, France and Italy and England and Germany mostly, Switzerland, and
Japan.
I have never been to Japan. I would love to go
I
to.
would love you guys.
Well, yeah, but I haven't been. I haven't been to Japan yet.
Mm.
I was actually in. I've been to Brazil,
Mm.
and I've been to Papua New Guinea and Australia and Fiji, but I haven't been in Asia at all.
Were you affected by COVID back in the day?
Yes. Well, in the first place, in 2020, I guess it was 2020, the music business completely shut down.
Oh shoot.
I
Yeah.
mean, we were touring and we were out in Texas, and they shut everything down and said, "Everybody go home. It's
Right.
over." So,
So what you do? Did you do stuff on Zoom?
yeah, yeah, I still did teaching on Zoom, but we didn't do any Boxtops touring. And then we started back in 2022. COVID was still going, but we did a little bit of touring in 2022. We went to South Dakota and Alaska, places that are
Oh,
sparsely populated where they didn't have a lot of
and,
COVID
and cold
cases.
weather up north.
Yeah, and so
Did you get it?
I I did get it in 2022. Uh, in fact, I got it at the worst possible time because we were going to do a California tour. We
Oh,
haven't been to California in 7 years.
and it got it.
And I was so excited about going, and I got COVID right before. So I missed that whole tour. They had to do it without me.
You were pooed out. It's hard to breathe, wasn't it? I had it 6 times.
Really? No, I had it once,
Thank the Lord.
and I had already gotten vaccinated, so it was very mild. And then I kept up with my vaccinations after that. So I only had it the one time.
So you go on cruises? Are you with a group now touring?
No, we don't. We haven't had a real tour since since 2017.
Hmm.
We went on the Happy Together tour with the
Oh,
Turtles and the Association and the Cowsills, and
I saw you guys.
yeah, so that's the last real tour we did. Now, when we just go out for 1 or 2 nights on a weekend, it's not a tour. So
No, it's just.
so we do dates like that, and we do cruises.
Mm-hmm.
About every year we do a cruise, and sometimes two. Like this year, we did the Flower Power cruise. Down in the
Cowsills.
yeah, the Cowsills are all on that.
I interviewed those three.
Yeah, they're really nice people. They're good friends of ours. In fact, we're going to see them in 2 nights. The Happy Together tour is here in Nashville,
Nashville. Yeah.
and we're going to go see them.
Say
But
hi for me to Susan.
okay,
We're seeing them on the 15th in
uh,
Shipshewana, Indiana,
yeah,
in a couple of weeks, right?
yeah. So we don't do tours anymore since 2017. We just go out and play, like a Friday or a Saturday, and
Yeah.
that's about it.
So what would you like to share with my audience? It's going towards the end of our chat on Zoom.
Well, one of the things I wanted to say was to visit my website, garytalley.com, and if you or anybody in your family or friends want any guitar lessons, I love to do that on Zoom.
I
And the
wouldn't
other
mind
thing
doing,
is,
I have a what do you call ukulele?
yeah, I do that too. And the other thing is my YouTube channel. Uh, just go to YouTube and look at Gary Talley, and I've got a lot of videos of me singing with my mom, who is 98 years old,
Dang.
and she still sings great. And remember that old song, One Day at a Time? Well, we did a version of that like 5 years ago, and it
Uh,
went viral. And so my mom and I have done over 100 music videos of her singing older songs, mostly old gospel songs and old pop songs. And I want everybody to subscribe to my channel
it is,
because it helps us that people subscribe to it because on some of the videos, they run a little ad before the video.
oh yeah,
And you don't have to watch it, but you can
that
turn it
sort of
off,
pays for the
and
credit.
that pays for everything.
Mhm.
And so we can keep doing these videos. And also, my mom is going to live. She's moving in with my wife and I in
Mhm.
October.
Right.
She's been in this senior home in Memphis for a while.
Hmm.
And we made a big addition to the house, and we've got a bedroom for her, and we've got everything all fixed up, ready for her to come live with us in October. So we're going to be making a lot more music videos.
I would like to thank you, Gary Talley of the Boxtops, for coming on my show,
Well, you're welcome. I'm glad to do it.
and I hope to see you again one way or another, eh, kiddo?
Okay, so I hope we're up in your part of the country again
Neck of
soon.
the woods.
Yep.
Anyways, catch you later and see you guys next week. Have a blessed
Okay.
week, and thank you,
Thank you.
Gary. Ciao, babe.
Okay. Bye bye. Thank you.
Godspeed, my love, until we meet again. You're always in my heart and every dream. Don't let this time apart give in to all our fears. God will keep us close from up above. So until we meet again, Godspeed, my love. God is with us always.